This playboy goes to the countryside for the first time to discuss business, but the bumpy ride stains his suit.
My apologies, sir.
The soda mark is too obvious. He has to wear the cheap clothes prepared for the butler's son. The butler feels it's beneath his status, but Joseph doesn't care. In his eyes, he's rich and handsome. Clothes don't matter. After parting with the butler, Joseph walks to the farm, then freezes in shock. A beautiful woman is delivering a calf, but suddenly she shouts,
"Where's the water?"
Realizing she needs help, Joseph rushes forward and grabs the bucket from a little girl. The girl mistakes him for a farmhand and insists he help her sister. Joseph wants to refuse.
Pull, what are you doing? Pull!
I'm pulling!
Joseph surprisingly helps deliver the calf. The cow and calf are safe. The woman relaxes, smiles, and thanks him sincerely. She even says, "I thought you were the company rep here to buy my farm." Joseph asks, "You don't welcome him?" She points at an old shotgun. "I was planning to use that on him." Joseph swallows his words, because he is exactly that company rep. He's a well-known playboy from California. Lazy, reckless, always chasing women. His reputation is terrible. Even his mother's employees avoid him, while the board complains about his behavior. But Joseph never cares. For his future, though, his mother, the company's founder, forces him to the countryside. His task: buy a stubborn farmer's land. At first, he thinks it's easy, but now he realizes it's a mess. During their talk, Joseph notices Callie's deep love for the farm. She asks the key question, "Who are you? Why are you here?" For his safety, Joseph lies. He's just a carpenter looking for work, so he decides to stay and find another way. Callie shows him his lodging, a room made from an abandoned train car. Joseph looks disgusted. Callie sees it all and says, "If you don't like it, you can leave." Joseph quickly insists, "I'm fine," so he stays. He doesn't know the pay, but judging by no water and shabby housing, it's low. After resting, Joseph calls the butler. He orders him to wait in town and find the real worker, Manny, within 2 days. In such a small town, it's not easy, but soon they hear someone shouting, "Manny!" Tempted by money, Manny quickly agrees to go with the butler, on the condition they solve his housing. Later, Joseph meets the butler at a villa. He eagerly lays out his plan, then asks Manny about farm work. After Manny's careful teaching, Joseph returns to Callie's farm and begins hard labor. At the same time, the butler and Manny enjoy video games in the villa. Though Manny taught him, Joseph, spoiled since childhood, still fails at real work. Helpless, he secretly puts on Bluetooth earphones to seek Manny's remote help. But even with guidance, he's clumsy and fails to meet Callie's standards. This makes Callie furious. She's busy every day, yet Joseph still messes up. So she confronts him, "Finish the basics, and don't slack off when I'm gone at night." Turns out, to keep the failing farm alive, Callie works all day with the cows, then rushes to a bar at night as a waitress. Joseph is shocked. He can't understand what kind of obsession keeps her holding on to this land despite such exhaustion. That night, Joseph shows up at the bar. He sees Callie harassed by a drunk man. The guy is crude, refuses to back off.
She said let go. What are you gonna do about it?
Joseph fights him. In the chaos, Callie grabs a broken bottle, shouts, and stops the fight. Both Joseph and the man are kicked out. Not a perfect rescue, but it opens a door in Callie's heart. From then on, her eyes toward Joseph soften. Joseph, meanwhile, grows obsessed with her, gentle yet fierce. Every move draws him in. One day, while working, Joseph finds an old Harley in the storage shed. Callie says, "It was my dad's. He died 3 years ago." Joseph understands. He lost his father young too. He comforts her. Life moves on. Pain fades with time. We carry their love forward. His words shine like light in her darkness. For years, she drowned in grief, unable to move on. Now, Joseph's voice gives her courage to face life again. To thank him, Callie invites Joseph to dinner. Her sister adds extra meat to his pasta. Her mother beams with joy, glad to see Callie finally bringing someone home. But after dinner, Joseph learns the truth from Callie's mother. 3 years ago, a car crash killed both Callie's father and her fiancé. Her family shattered. Her mother fell ill, her medicine draining most of the farm's income. To care for her mother and keep the farm, Callie works multiple jobs, carrying burdens far too heavy for her age. Her mother warns Joseph, "Please be careful with her. Her heart isn't as tough as it looks." Knowing Callie's past, Joseph hesitates whether to buy the farm. Conflicted, Joseph asks the butler for advice. The butler urges him, "Buy it now." Manny, however, says Joseph should confess before feelings run deeper. But Joseph is torn apart. In these days, something indescribable has grown between them. He doesn't know how to face Callie or explain the truth. To escape the guilt, he throws himself into farm work, yet fate teases him again. Callie approaches, eyes mysterious, and leads him to a special place. This used to be her father's dream. Because the farm was always losing money, he once imagined turning it into a vineyard. He even transplanted the best French vines. But that sudden car car accident crushed everything. Tears fill Callie's eyes. She admits her fear. She can't let go of this land. It's her home since childhood, full of memories, tied to her family. Joseph's heart wavers. He knows if he tells her the truth, it will break her fragile heart. Yet only honesty can ease his guilt. So he decides to confess and even raise the price. But when he sees her smile like spring sunshine, he can't do it. At the last moment, he hides the contract. And suddenly his feelings burst out. He leans in to kiss her. Callie blushes, touched, and doesn't resist. Yet just then, her sister rushes in. "Mother looks unwell." Callie panics, runs back. Her mother lies unconscious, breath weak. Joseph doesn't hesitate. He carries her to the car. Watching them leave, guilt tears Joseph apart. Once again, he can't confess. He knows this broken family can't handle another blow. At the hospital, after tense rescue, Callie's mother survives. But the huge bill pushes the family deeper into ruin. Desperate, exhausted, she says she wants to give up treatment. Meanwhile, Joseph's mother, waiting too long for news, calls him. He stares at the screen, hesitates, then hangs up. Next, he rips the contract into pieces. His mother loses patience. She orders the butler to prepare everything. Tomorrow morning, she will buy the farm herself. The butler panics, rushes to the bar to find Joseph, but he's nowhere. Instead, the thug who once fought Joseph overhears. Curious, he searches the woman's name on his phone. To his shock, she's a billionaire, head of multiple companies. Unaware of danger, Joseph lies on the grass with Callie. They look up at the stars, sharing secrets. Moonlight softens everything. Callie can't hold back her fragile soul anymore. She leans in and kisses Joseph. But the next morning, she wakes to a shocking message from the thug. Joseph is the son of the company trying to buy her farm. Before she recovers, 2 luxury cars pull up. High heels click against the ground. A noblewoman, dressed in luxury, steps out. Joseph's mother. She stares at her son, confused. "Why are you dressed like that? You can't take away their home."
You can't stop me.
At the table, the air grows suffocating. His mother lays out medical bills, debts unpaid, fees piling up. Under her relentless pressure, Callie and her mother can only stay silent, unable to resist.
You have 24 hours, dear.
Callie watches Joseph's mother leave, her face full of sorrow. When the figure disappears, her anger suddenly explodes. She rushes to Joseph, tears in her eyes, demanding why he toyed with her. Joseph panics, tries hard to explain, but the truth is right there. He lied. Their love, built on lies, seems about to collapse. Finally, heartbroken, Callie drives Joseph out of the farm. Joseph packs up helplessly, ready to leave. Just then, the butler spots a bottle of wine in his bag. Manny, addicted to alcohol, can't resist taking a sip. As an old drunk, Manny swears this is top-class wine. Joseph remembers. It was a gift from Callie, made from her farm. They take the wine for testing. Sure enough, it's first rate. That night, under the moonlight, Joseph sneaks into Callie's vineyard. He tells her the truth. This land is precious. The wine can save the farm. Moved by his words, Callie forgives him. Together, they start to rebuild the broken vineyard. Next morning, sunlight covers the farm. Joseph brings a winery representative. The man inspects the vines, then enters Callie's father's cellar. He takes a sip. Fragrance spreads instantly. The taste is unique, enchanting. Finally, he offers a contract. Though lower than Joseph's mother's price, it's enough to save the farm and clear the debts. For Joseph's sake, the man even agrees to give Callie 1% of yearly profit. After settling everything, Joseph nervously calls his mother. He tells her everything, admits his mistake, apologizes sincerely, but instead of anger, she sounds proud. She sent him here to make him grow. Now, seeing his change, she feels relieved. On Christmas, Callie is led by her mother and sister to a warehouse. She opens the door and is stunned. It's Joseph's surprise. He steps forward, eyes full of love. He apologizes for his lies, then confesses his true feelings. In the warm, romantic atmosphere, they kiss deeply. Time seems to stop. From then on, they promise to stay together forever. And their love, like that bottle of wine, will only grow richer with time, more precious, more intoxicating.